Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining this interview. We're going to bring on success coach Hayden Humphrey. So give me just a moment. There you
Hello.
are.
Hey,
How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you?
I'm good. I see now I'm flipped because I think the name's actually under me, but that's you. So
This is me. Oh, wait.
yeah.
That down there, that's me. Yeah.
Yeah. So welcome. We're
Thanks.
going to talk a little bit today about the second annual Intentional Empowerment Summit that's happening January 31st through February 2nd. It's a big online event. We hosted our first one last year and decided one day wasn't enough. So now it's going to be held over the course of 3 days. And we have 22 amazing presenters, including Hayden right here. So Hayden's a success coach, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you. Can you tell us a little bit more about what a success coach is and what you do?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Well, first and foremost, thanks for having me. I'm super excited to connect with everybody in this summit and beyond. But in my work as a success coach, I partner with individuals who are feeling stuck or unfulfilled, usually in their careers, to support them in creating an experience of work that's more a true expression of them. So a lot of times I work with folks who have had that secret dream for a long time, but just for whatever reason have continued to push it to the back burner, or there's a lot of fear in the way, or whatever it is. And so I partner really closely with people to take a look at what are the stories that are getting in the way of you actually creating the experience of life and work that you want to have, and how can we put structures in place to actually have you go out and create something different.
Wonderful. And then, I heard you say fear. So in case you don't know, everybody, but he's talking about becoming fearless. That's the title of his talk.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about what you're going to talk about in this presentation?
Totally. So this is a topic and it's content that's really close and near and dear to my heart, because I think it's something that I've worked really, really hard on to actually shift my relationship with fear. And so it's funny, the title's kind of an oxymoron because there's no such thing in a sense as becoming fearless. Really, the intention is how do we actually shift our relationship with fear so that it's no longer a stop or a roadblock for us. Like I mentioned, a lot of the folks that I work with end up going out and creating careers that are a bit off the beaten path and a bit different from what you would expect outside of a normal 9 to 5. And what keeps a lot of other people from actually going out and creating those things is that sense of fear. Like, what's going to happen? What are people going to think of me? What if it doesn't turn out the way that I want it to? Ultimately, it's this focus on worst case scenario thinking. And very rarely does it actually turn out that way. More often than not, if we're truly committed and invested and excited about that thing, it actually turns out best case scenario. And so ultimately, it's this conversation around what's the perspective or the lens that we're using to actually make decisions. Because fear will be there. And when we acknowledge it and allow it and love on it, it then gives us the opportunity to choose something different. So if you're looking at your career through the lens of love or excitement or adventure or joy, how does that actually shift what's available to you or what's possible for you instead of continuing to choose from this place of fear? So this particular workshop, lesson, talk is more about how do we distinguish where it's showing up and then actually walk away with some tangible strategies and practices to choose outside of fear moving forward.
I'm so excited. It's such an important topic. And I think that fear is just one of those things that it's it can just overcome you to not take any action in your life. And like you said, as you work with clients who have those dreams of other careers and other places, I imagine this is just so important, especially for those individuals.
Absolutely. And the part that I really love about this work too is it starts to grow over time. And the practice here is understanding and realizing what's in it for you to move past fear and doing that in small bite-sized actions. Because what happens is you end up really truly shifting or transforming some area of your life, looking back and being able to say, I did that because I intentionally showed up and I made those decisions, and it then makes a lot of other opportunities available to you. What if you took that and you applied it to your relationships, or if you applied it to your money, or if you applied it to, whatever it is? And so this particular topic and these strategies, I think, are incredibly useful, not only in your career, but also in everything else that you're up to.
Wonderful. And your presentation is Saturday at noon Central Time.
Yes.
So everybody can catch it then. Registration, here, I'll put up the link below. So Let's see. Can you see it?
Oh, I don't know if I can.
I don't know. Maybe she's not going to be there today.
It'll go up there. Oh, there it is. Oh, right there.
I put smiley
Come
face.
hang out.
Didn't even mean to. I'm not even sure how those ended up there. Yeah, like catch it before it goes. Registration is free to join, so you can check out Hayden Summit. You can check out Hayden's presentation along with all the other presenters. How can they get in contact with you if they just want to kind of follow you or meet up with you?
Totally. So the place to start would be my website. So it's just haydenhumphrey.com. I'm super active on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. And super excitingly, I'm actually going to be launching a podcast this upcoming Monday. And so if that's of interest to you, I'll be talking with a lot of other folks in the professional development world, talking about why and how they do what they do. So look out for that on Monday the 13th. Yes.
What's the is there a link to the podcast or through your website?
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. elevatepodcast.co is the place to find out more information about it, subscribe, all that good stuff.
And maybe later you can drop the link down in the comments for everybody.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Anything else you want to share before we finish out?
I think the only thing I'll share is just sign up and take advantage of as many of the presenters and topics as you can. I think this is an awesome resource, so much value, and for free is incredible. So yeah, definitely, definitely come to mind, but also can look at everybody else that's going to be there. I know a couple of the other presenters too, and it's just going to be awesome content.
Wonderful. I like to tell people that, even if you can't attend it all, like you said, just attend what you can. You can pop in and out through the day. And of course, in the comfort of your own living room or work office space or wherever.
It's a win. Win-win.
Yeah, button slippers and a glass of wine or not, because, we're going to also talk about dynamics a little bit in there.
Love it.
So whatever, you're going to have your beverage of choice and some bunny slippers. Can't go wrong. So thank you so much, Hayden.
Yeah, thanks, Erica.
And we'll see everybody there.
Sounds good. Bye, guys.